Welcome back, guys. Hockey season is among us. Camps are starting to open up, but there are still some value plays out there. So today we're going to take a look at 5 players on the lower dollar end. I'm not going to take a look at the top dollar guys, but we're going to take a look at 5 guys who I think still have a lot of value and some upside. So let's start off taking a quick look. We did this last season. I did 7 players under $7, and let's take a quick look at the results. First player we picked up last year was Casey Mittelstadt. We got him at $7.50. He had an injury-shortened season, so unfortunately didn't do much for his cards, but he's still seeing a little bit of action on ComC. He's actually up at $10.24. Most of his sales on eBay are going between, a couple bucks. $2, $3, $4 plus about $7 shipping. So sometimes you have to factor that in with the lower dollar ones. But regardless, Casey Mittelstadt wasn't the best buy, but we had some Mittelstadt. Sam Bennett. I typically don't buy veterans, as I said in that video. However, his new position in Florida I thought could be advantageous. Didn't work out quite like that. We bought him at $4.40. He had 28 goals last year, so not too bad. 49.71 games played. Actually got up to having some $9 sales, so we could have made a small return there. I don't recall if I did. I still do have a couple on ComC, and he's currently sitting at about $3.50. So from $4.40 to $3.50. Not great, but we're certainly not losing our shirt on a low dollar flip like that. Next guy, we had Joel Eriksson Ek. Had a decent season, 26 goals, 49 points in 77 games played. Hockey cards, that's not going to move the needle a heck of a lot, but early in the season, he was racking up the points, and we did see a jump. He had some sales between $17 and $20, and we had purchased him for $6.50, so if we could have offloaded him there, then, we could have made a good return on Joel Eriksson Ek. He's currently sitting at $6.25 on ComC, so pretty much even on that one. Next guy, we had Igor Sharangovich. We got him at $6.50 as well, and he started off seeing a small move up. He moved up above $10, but ultimately came back down, and he's sitting at about $5.50 on ComC. So again, another guy who's a little bit flat. And then the last guy we had was Alexander Barabanov. Really speculative. We're picking him up at 74 cents. He's sitting at about 90 cents right now. So from a return perspective, not too bad, but you're not going to get rich unless you sell thousands of those. So Barabanov, no dice there, but I do have 17 on ComC still, so those got to get sold. Yeah. But then we had 2 big winners. Who are they? Jesper Bratt. If you bought some Jesper Bratts, he did pretty good. So we were buying those at $4.34. He had a great season, saw regular sales above $20, still sitting at about 14. So he's going for about $14 a card and sitting at $16 on ComC. So a nice win there, and I still do have a few of those on ComC. And the next guy that we had, Troy Terry. Buying Troy Terry's at $2.25. I was actually buying them down at just over $1, but when I recommended him, he was at $2.25. And he absolutely ran up. I mean, you guys know this. He peaked over $41. He's still currently sitting at $15.20. So really had a breakout year. Troy Terry was a big winner. That's what you want to do. You don't need everyone to win. You just want a couple of your picks to really hit it, which is going to make up for any of the losses. So in total, we spent $31.48 on those 7 players, and if we sold them all at a decent price, we'd have roughly $79, give or take depending. I didn't take the highest point of the sales to get that dollar, but that would have created a return of about 150%, so not too shabby for some low dollar flips. If you got in on any of those guys, good for you. I hope you got in on Brad. I hope you got in on Troy Terry. I was really high on Troy Terry. Social media, all that stuff, I'd talked about him, and he really did hit, and so I was really lucky there, fortunate. I won. I hope you won on that too. I know the guys in the Discord, by the way, if you want to join the Discord, put the link below. Good hockey community there. I think the best hockey Discord there is. Always active. Great guys. Come hit us up. But those Jesper Bratts, I still do have 5 on ComC. So I'm going to have those shipped home. I'm going to send them to PSA. So we're getting those at about $4. I'm going to send them to PSA. It's going to cost me $22 to grade. So I'm going to be into those for $26. Hopefully we bank a couple tens and we'll really flip up that low dollar buy. So Jesper Bratt, still some action on those. So let's take a look at players this year. That's what you want to see. And we're going to start with a more speculative one. So we're going to take a look at Eeli Tolvanen. Okay, Eeli Tolvanen, 23 years old, playing with the Preds. Last year, 11 goals, 12 assists in 75 games played. So not fantastic by no means. Definitely a shoot first guy. Really good skater. He's not scared to use a big windup and a clapper. You gotta love a guy who does clappers, who brings out the big windup clapper. Eeli Tolvanen's that guy. You know, it's a lot of wrist shots, a lot of quick release stuff these days from modern players. Not Tolvanen, he likes to rip the clapper, so pretty cool. And he's got a pretty good one, uses it really well. Nashville could be sneaky good this year. They're going to be doing it by committee, so we'll sort of see where Tolvanen slots in that lineup. If he can get into the top 6, maybe get some time on PP2. He was on PP2 last year, then that could really help him. Last season, he was shooting at just 7.28% per game. He was averaging 2 shots per game, so really good shooter. If he can get that percentage up a bit, he's going to see some more goals, and if he can move up that lineup, depending on how he slots, how Nashville does, you know, could be some upside there. Pretty low dollar. We got him $2.94 at ComC right now, and I put the chart up there too, so you can generally see what's going on with these guys. But Eeli Tolvanen, number 1. Next guy we got, and these are in no particular order, guys. The last 2 I'm a little bit higher on, but the first 3 aren't in any particular order. So next guy we got on the list, 19-year-old for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Cole Sillinger. Lots of hype, you know. You hear people talking about Cole Sillinger a bit. I think that's with good reason. He was drafted 12th overall in the 2021 draft. He had 24 goals in 31 games played in the USHL, and he had 16 goals and 15 assists with Columbus last season for a total of 31 points in 79 games played. He's a decent skater, got a really good release and accurate shot. He was really good at deflecting pucks, and I watch videos on these guys to sort of get an idea of how they skate, just if they're getting to the net, what sort of goals they're scoring. I think it adds a lot of value when, you know, you can't watch all the games. This isn't COVID lockdown. I could watch all the games, and I think that's why I did so good with Troy Terry, was watching him over a high volume of games, watching him a lot, and just saw how skilled he was. But regardless, you know, I do watch videos on these guys. So Cole Sillinger's good at getting to the net. That's something that I look for. I talked about it with Svechnikov. When you get to the net, that's where you're going to score goals. It brings sustainability, and Cole Sillinger does that. He slotted in on daily faceoff in the 3rd line, but we'll see what happens. He can't really take daily faceoff for the lines that they give. We'll see how it shakes out, but Cole Sillinger could get a top 6 role, and he's slotted currently on the 2nd power play, $9.25 on ComC, and seeing a move upwards on market movers and on other sales. 3rd guy, we got Dawson Mercer from the New Jersey Devils, turning 21, first round, 18th overall. He had 17 goals, 25 assists, 42 points in all 82 games played last year. So that's good on a Jersey team that can't seem to stay healthy. He stayed healthy last year. He could be slotted in the top 6. He could get time on Jack Hughes' wing. If not, it'd likely be Hischier in the middle, but hopefully, or Mercer should fit himself in. I'm thinking in the top 6, and projected to be in the top 6. Showing on the 2nd power play unit, he had 42 goals in the queue in 65 games played in his last 2 seasons. So you want a guy like that. You want a guy who can score goals. That's what moves the price of hockey cards, is goals, and Dawson Mercer can score. He's a very well-rounded player, good hands, deceptive speed. He's got a really good NHL quality shot. Definitely not scared to shoot, also gets to the net. He's got the whole package. He's a really good passer, really interesting. 21 of his 24 assists were primary assists last year. He shot at 11% and 2 shots per game average. So if he keeps shooting, he's going to keep scoring. We got him at ComC. $8, $8.04. Take a look at Dawson Mercer. Next 2 I'm pretty amped on. Gonna start off with 21-year-old 17th overall pick by Vegas Golden Knights in 2019. Peyton Krebs, currently with Buffalo Sabres. Shortened season last year after breaking his jaw. That was just 4 games into the season, but he had 26 points in 28 games played in the A, and he finished hot in Rochester. He was playing down there, playing with Rochester in the playoffs, and played very well there. He had 11 assists in 10 playoff games. Didn't have any goals, but 11 assists, and assists are what you get from Krebs. His vision's incredible. He had 7 goals, 15 assists, 22 points in 48 games played with Buffalo. So he's going to play in the top 6. He's going to get his share of ice time, and we'll see what happens. Buffalo's obviously going to struggle. One of those guys who has a good shot off the right side on the power play. He's going to find himself on the power play, but he's definitely a pass-first guy. His vision is absolutely incredible. More than his goal-scoring ability, most definitely, but he makes everyone on the ice better. So he's going to load up those apples, but really good at creating space. You watch him. He slows the game down, really good vision, but he finds guys on the ice that other people aren't going to find. A lot like Sid type type passing and vision. So we'll see if that comes to fruition, but he's certainly always looking for that guy who's open and he's able to execute. You got shooters there like Thompson and Olofsson, so I would look for a lot of assists from Krebs going to those guys on the power play. Super fun player to watch, and he's $10.70 on COMC. And if you take a look at his graph there, loads of volume's good, means the card's liquid, people are buying him, it'll move. So excited to watch him this year, Peyton Krebs. Last guy we got on the list, 21-year-old Stanley Cup champion with the Colorado Avalanche, Alex Newhook. Coming into his second season, he was drafted first round, 16th overall by the Avs. He had 11 points in 10 games played in the A, 13 goals, 20 assists, 33 points in 70 games played in his rookie campaign last year. So nothing too exciting there, but the opportunity for Newhook this year is things likely are going to change with Kadri having left. So he's got really good hands, good leadership on the Avs. That he's gonna be underneath. So with Landy there and Mac there, really good group of guys. Obviously Cup champs. I can't stop saying that, right? But he skates really well, plays with speed, and you have to play with good speed there. In Colorado especially, really good, well-rounded player. So we'll have to see how the lines shake out, but he could find time with Rantanen and Lankinen on the second line. It's really going to depend. You're going to have JT Compher, Evan Rodriguez, I believe, plays center, and Alex Newhook, but he should find time up there on the top six. Also on the power play, they don't have him slotted in on power play 1, but I could see some shuffling where he does get in on power play 1. He's certainly going to be on power play 2. Worst case scenario. Lots of opportunity. We actually just heard that Landeskog is out. He's likely not going to start the season for Colorado. So that's going to open up another spot, and I think that Newhook could be a benefactor of that. Regardless, the opportunity is there for him, and that's what you look for. He can do it. Is he going to get it done? We'll see. I bought a bunch, and so he's going for $11 on COMC, down from about $17 on release, but I've been scooping these up for about $7, $8. Make some offers on them. Take a look at the French too. His French seems to be selling at a lower multiple than a lot of other players are, so you might want to consider the French if you have a few more shekels and you want to put that money out. But those are my 5 guys. Not financial advice. Do some research, guys, but I'm really excited to watch this young crop. There's a lot of good kids out there this year, and it's going to be a great year of hockey. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe. Check you.